So two strong teams are taking on each other today. SNR Associates and SAIKRISHNA Associates. It's going to be a tough battle, this. And that's a strangle down the leg side, but no bat involved. Got the bowler pretty excited initially, but the umpire was unmoved. So that's another decent over, boundary coming off it. That's the end of the second. So we've seen that it's been a deliberate ploy from all the teams, most of the teams that is. They go in with a left and right hand combination, especially at the top. Always unsettles you as a bowling unit. It's difficult to keep up to the lines, and also as a fielding unit. At times, these small things, they get under your nerves. You have to constantly keep moving, especially when there is a tremendous rotation of strike. So starting a fresh over, the bowler is running in from his bowling mark. Got a good, beautiful upright action. The arm comes so straight. And there would definitely be some help for the bowlers up front. The early morning conditions, the pitch would have some moisture underneath. And what a start to this wonderful tournament. We've had the 15th Silk Turf Cricket League, the 2023 edition. This is the 15th edition of this grand tournament, and it's only getting bigger and bigger. This time we have 32 teams are fighting it out against each other. That coveted trophy beckons to be seen. Who will take that home? That could be a wicket. It is a wicket. Easy catch for a man standing at mid-off. For a moment he thought that he had timed it really well, but not to be, no timing on it whatsoever. And that just ballooned up in the air, and mid-off takes an easy catch. The first wicket is down, and they are 14 for 1. Lokesh is the man who has to depart each other. That coveted trophy beckons to be seen. Who will take that home? That could be a wicket. It is a wicket. Easy catch. So as I said, there is some movement. There is some help for the faster bowlers initially. We've seen this as the tournament has progressed. The pitch and the outfield even tends to get slower as the day progresses, and the pitch will tend to keep lower as well. So since the weather is changing drastically, there was heavier dew today in the morning, and overnight dew was much more heavy. So the new man. So the bowling team have got off to a very good start this. They've kept the batsmen silent, and they picked up an early wicket as well. It always holds you in good stead, because if the openers get a good start, they will run away with the game. So we faced a few technical difficulties early morning with our live stream, and now back to normal proceedings. So the left-hander is on strike, the bowler ready to run in. He's coming around the wicket now. And again away from the body, looks to work it away towards the offside. Another miss. Sachin is bowling his second. This is the third over of the innings. Aditya, the new batsman, is yet to get a mark. Aditya has faced 3 deliveries. The score at the moment 26 for 1. The run rate is still good, I'd say. It's just that they lost a quick early wicket. Another couple of deliveries to go in this over. And that's on the pads. That was definitely missing leg. I think that even pitched outside leg. Turns it away towards fine leg. Another single taken. Not sure if it's off the bat or the pad. I think he's got some bat on it. So this is the 4th over in progression, and they really need to get a move on because it's power play overs that you need to make count. We've already discussed about the fact that it would be easier for the batsman to score with the new ball when the ball is new and hard. What a shot that is, a lovely drive. A typical left-hander's elegance and excellent fielding. Tremendous work that is definitely saved 2 runs for his team. Valuable 2 runs those. Brilliant drive. So 2 more added to the total. And that shot will give him a lot of confidence. That was driven really well. Gets to the pitch of the delivery. Works it away nicely towards the cover region. Looks to work it away. Beaten by pace. Beaten totally by pace. Excellent delivery that. Check, check, check. So really impressive start this. It's been a good power play for the bowling team, and that is what precisely they were expecting from their bowlers when they won the toss and elected to bowl first. And Sanadhya, how impressive has he been? He's got such a whippy action, runs in quick, he's tall, generates good pace and good amount of bounce as well. You know, the way he approaches the stumps and then delivers the ball might remind you of SAIKRISHNA, a former India player, a terrific fast bowler who's played for India, who's drawn the cap for our nation. And another impressive over from Sanadhya that comes to an end. What a power play this has been for the bowling team. Sai Krishna Associates, they are 33 for 2 after the first 6, and now the field can be eased. You can have 5 fielders outside the ring now. Remember, the first 6 overs are the power play overs, the mandatory power play overs. And what SNR at the moment need is a partnership. Sunil is relatively new out there. He's faced just one delivery. He's batting on 1. He's got off the mark. And Taranjit uh, is just faced, I believe, 8 deliveries. So now they've got to build a partnership at the same point of time. They've got to pick up the pace of this innings. Because I'm sure they would require anything at least around 150. And change of bowling. That's interesting. That's interesting. The bowler decides to come diagonally, coming around the wicket, right arm bowler. Just a change of angle. Taranjit pushes it straight back to the bowler. So what a start we saw initially. Brilliant, some brilliant bowling. They were right on the money. And that's good batting. That's sensible batting. You've got to assess the situation. Yes, I understand. But also, you've got to make sure that there aren't too many dot balls. Meanwhile, a southpaw was dismissed by Sanidhya, and he's been replaced by another one, Sunil Sajwan. He's walked out to the middle. I beg your pardon, rather, Taranjit is the left-hander. Sunil is at the non-strikers end now. So this is the 7th over in progression. That will be a wide. That is always the difficulty when you're bowling to a pair that is a combination of a left-hand, right-hand batsman. And also, you know, previously we were talking about the conditions. What that means is heavy dew overnight. Meanwhile, another single. As I was saying, as the weather is changing drastically, there would be overnight dew. And if there is heavy dew on the ground, what that means is that we'll get to see bigger totals. We'll get to see maybe totals in excess of 200 because when there is dew out there, the ball stays harder. And that has been the problem on this ground. It's a slow turf, and the pitch tends to get slower as the day progresses. So as the ball gets older and softer, it starts aiding spin, and it's a very abrasive surface, this pitch. And every time the ball lands on the surface, it will roughen up, it will get softer, it will aid the spinners, and stroke making becomes difficult, especially given the fact that the bounce is at times low. Meanwhile, another single. So every time when there is dew, every time when the ball travels on the surface, that is on the surface of the outfield, there will be some moisture that the ball will retain, and the seam seam will hold some moisture as well. So the ball will stay harder for a longer period, and stroke making will become much more easier comparatively. So hoping that we'd get to see bigger totals. In this format of the game, everybody enjoys the big hits. If you look at international cricket, when it is about T20, nobody even cares about the bowlers. It's all about sixes and boundaries and whatnot. Stroke makers are such valuable assets in the modern day game. Being a bowler is not easy these days. Having said that, SAIKRISHNA associates have been so good with the ball. All their bowlers have done their job pretty well. Meanwhile, the spin being introduced and almost picks up a wicket straight away. Turn there, turn and bounce. The left-hander was left off struck there. It seemed like it pitched outside leg. There was enough turn to take it past the blade. Good start, really good start. This time sensible by the batsman, using the pace of the bowler. Nicely guides it away in the vacant gap. 4 runs. A boundary after a while. And the batting team would be really relieved. What a good stroke as well. Plays that so late. He knew where exactly the gap was. Really just turns it away, opens the face of the bat. Sensible by the batsman, using the pace of the bowler. Nicely guides it away in the vacant gap. 4 runs. Ropes. A boundary after a while. And the batting team. That's a good hit. That's a good hit to the fence. Much needed boundary for the batting team. Bowler again coming in. Tosses it up nicely. He's not afraid to give it the air. Good fielding, good fielding. Excellent fielding. Could have easily been a second there. He thought about it, the non-striker. Was at the striker's end now, of course. He wanted a second. Taranjeet deciding against it in the end was the right call, because that ball was travelling. That was hit really hard. So now the off spinner coming over the wicket to the right hander. Always gives you that feeling that you've got to work that little bit extra when there is this particular combination out there in the middle, left hand, right hand combination, as a fielder, as a wicket keeper. Maybe not as much as a wicket keeper, but still you've got to cover the angles as a wicket keeper. You've got to make sure that all your bases are covered, especially as a fielder and a bowler. You've got to change your line as a bowler. That's hit straight, that's hit hard. Long off, can't get around it. Neither can long on. Another good hit. And that's Sunil's first boundary. So the spinner, he was brought in, and that's straight away some respite for the batsmen out there. And they're slowly approaching the 50-run mark, finally getting a move on these two. The run rate at the moment is still below 6. They've got to push it somewhere around, say, 7. And then probably, if they've got wickets in hand, they can launch into the bowling. Won't be easy though, because they have a very strong bowling unit. SAIKRISHNA associates. That's a much better comeback. The umpire raises his finger, quicker, darting in. What a response this is by the bowler. Picks up a wicket. And a big one. Sunil was looking dangerous. He had his eyes set. Quick drifting in. And nothing the batsman could have really done there. Sunil goes. And he goes for 7. And now all of a sudden, SNR associates are a bit of bother. They are 47 for 3. And that's the end of the 8th successful over that comes to an end. Nitin Bish picking up a wicket in his very first over. He's given away 9 runs in that particular over. And now, number 5 walks out to the middle. He has got his task cut out. So the middle order batsman, the number 5, walks out to the middle. He would be at the non-striker's end because it towards a fine leg fence. He moves to 16. It towards a fine leg fence. He moves to 16. Vishal bowled an impressive first over. He looked really good. Gave a good account of himself. Gave away just 4 runs. And the second over is gave away 4 of the very first delivery again on the pads. Guides it towards the mid-wicket region again. Wanted a second there, the batsman. Pulatsya is the new batter who walks out to the middle, right-hand batsman. So it's always good to have left-handers in your team. Leaves the bowling puzzled at times, especially at this level. It's never easy sorting out your angles accordingly to these left-handers. And they've got 2 left-handers, S&R, in their top 5. That's impressive. Will pose a threat to the opposition bowling. And talking about bowling, SAIKRISHNA associates have been remarkable with the ball and in the field as well. They've been ably supported by the fielders, all these bowlers. And almost picks up a wicket, sneaks through, and even evades the keeper. Even the keeper had no clue of what the ball was doing there. There was a big gap between bat and pad and almost knocks his off stump off. That was really close to the off stump. Brilliant bowling this. They've kept things so tight. Now Taranjeet has looked good. He's batting on 17. He's looked really fluent. 17 of just 15 deliveries. Goes for the big stroke. Again, not quite of the middle of the bat. Drills it towards long on. Gets another single. Gets Pulatsya back on strike to face the final delivery of the 9th over. They're going along nicely, but they're going slow, you'd have to say, according to T20 standards. But I believe that survival is the key as far as S&R are concerned. Maybe they look to build a partnership, and then in the back end, that's a good shot just for a single. And as I was saying, maybe at the back end they can look to launch into the bowling and put at least 150, 160 on the board. So 9th over gone, and the batting team, they're 55 for 3 after the end of that. So start of the 10th over. SAIKRISHNA associates have been really impressive. The off-spinner will continue. Pulls it really quick. Darts it in. Good single taken there. Now this is where the threat lies. An off-spinner bowling to a left-hander. How will Taranjeet negotiate Nitin Bish? Nitin has already picked up a wicket, providing a wicket to his team. And you know, he's a bowler who's suited to this format of the game. Oh, picks. He wanted to work it away towards the onside. It was not the delivery to do that. He's looking for the big slog sweep towards the onside. Again, not too far away from the stumps. So as I was saying, Nitin is ideal to this format of the game. Bowls it really quick, doesn't give it much air, and the ball just skids through after it pitches. So you're in two minds always against these kind of bowlers. You can't use your feet against them because they are so quick through the air. They just fire it in, and if they have the variations, then you're in trouble. If the ball moves both ways, he varies his length nicely, then you are bamboozled as a batsman, and run scoring becomes all the more difficult. That is where you see people like, say, Rashid Khan, Sunil Narayan. They pick up wickets, they build pressure, and you've got to take out the pressure somewhere, because this is a T20 game. At the end of the day, you need to put a big score on the board, or even say when you're chasing a big score, you've got to take it out. You've got to hit the big shots. I mean, you can't just play out the 4 overs that these bowlers dish out. So when you look to take on them, just because they are so accurate, you might lose your wicket. Meanwhile, another good over this. Just 2 runs have come off this one so far. Final delivery of the over coming up. Shorter in length. Again, because of his pace, he did not have enough time to rock back onto his back foot and work it away. If it was somebody who would have given it a lot more loop, a lot more air, and would have been slower through the air, the batsman would have had enough time to just transfer his weight to his back foot and just work it away towards mid-wicket. Meanwhile, at the halfway mark, the batting team, they're 58 for 3, and I reckon it's time for a drinks break, the first of the day. We'll join you after the drinks break.
जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट।
Field play will resume, and the change of ends that's mandatory after the first 10 overs of an innings. So all the teams will be playing both sides of the wicket. That's the norm in this tournament, and rightly so. Meanwhile, jersey number 5 will continue. He's bowled really well. He's got a short run up, but delivers the goods for his team. Has been really tight with his lines, but every now and then certain bowlers have struggled when there is a left-hander out there. It's not easy to vary your line accordingly. Goes for the big heave, again not of the meat of the bat. Gets a thickish inside edge. The ball travels towards the backward square leg boundary ropes. There is a field out there in the deep, tidying that up. The score moves to 59. Pulatsya has just walked out. He's batting on 4. And Dharanjit is batting on a runner ball 19. Has been out there for quite some time. He's got his eyes set. Now already the top scorer in this innings is Dharanjit. This is the 11th over of the innings. And the bowling team are on top. It's they've come down heavy on the batting team after winning the toss. A huge shout! A huge shout! The umpire thinks about it. Not out, says the umpire. We'll have to take a look at the replays of that one and try to assess where exactly it was pitching. Maybe pitching outside leg. I think that was the right decision by the umpire. We've got two officials who are very experienced. They are from the BCCI state level panel. Meanwhile, the southpaw works it away towards the offside, gets another single, one more run. Pulatsya is on strike. He's batting on 4 at the moment. Vishal will continue. slightly on the short length. He hits it so hard. Brilliant fielding that by jersey number 7. Comes in from long off, keeps it down to just 1. So Pulitzer had hit it really hard. Hits it well too. The timing was good on that one. It was shorter in length. It's awkward the way he played that shot. And he's cleaned him up. He's cleaned him up with a quicker one. Taranjeet had no answer to that one. And that is a massive wicket. Big blow to the batting team. He was hurried onto that one, looking to play that off the back foot. You know, I was talking about Pulitzer going onto the back foot in the previous delivery. That's not safe against Vishal, because it just slides on, comes in quicker, and that's the mistake that Taranjeet made as well. He couldn't manage. The ball came in, and Taranjeet was in all sorts of trouble there. And so is his team now as he departs. 61 for 4. So Ajinkya is the new man who walks out to the middle. Now Vishal had been bowling really well, finally reaping the rewards for his hard work there. And getting the danger man, Taranjeet. This is his third over. He's given away just 14 runs. Just one more delivery to go in this third. Ajinkya will be the man on strike facing the final delivery of this one. Such a well-knit bowling unit, this one. SAIKRISHNA Associates, all their bowlers have utterly dominated this game. They've been so good with their plans, they've stuck to their plans, and they've made it work as well. It's the final delivery of the 11th. Ajinkya, the man on strike, the new man walks out, has a look around the field. The field has been spread out. Extra bit of bounce, looks to get on top of it, works it away towards the offside, but straight to the man at covers, who quickly comes in. Excellent over, wicket coming off it, and that's the end of the 11th. And SNR Associates, they're 61 for 4 after the end of that 11th over with 9 more overs to go. Partnership is the need of the hour for SNR. So another change in bowling. Shlok comes into the attack. He'll be bowling his first. Brought in pretty late, the leg spinner. It would be interesting to see how he operates, especially when SNR are completely on the back foot. They've lost 4 wickets. Not too many runs on the board. And from here on, they would be looking at least 120. That will be a fighting total. Should be a fighting total. Slopes out well. And the umpire, has he raised the finger? Yes, he has. The umpire has raised his finger. That was the wrong one. What a start this is for Shlok. The batsman had no clue. Maybe starting his first over, best new over, and straight away starts off with the wrong one. And the batsman was expecting the conventional leg spinner. He was beaten all ends up. So Pulitzer has to go back, and now the batting team, they dealt deeper. They've lost half their side. They're 61 for 5. So incredible start from Shlok Sethi. Shlok Seth rather. Beg your pardon. So now two new batsmen out there. Ajinkya is yet to get off the mark. Number 7 walks out to the middle. Jitendra is the new man. Will be facing his first, and he would be under tremendous pressure. These two need to deliver. They need to forge a big partnership, take it deep, probably go on till the 16th over at least, and put in some respectability in this total. Another quick delivery. His action, his speed, almost reminding you of Rashid Khan. That's good to watch. We already saw a bowler who reminded you of Srishant in this team, now Rashid Khan as well. So star-studded team this, SAIKRISHNA Associates. He's eager to get off the mark, isn't he, Jitendra? Just a push. Wanted to get to the other end. Shlok is really bowling well. He would be the bowler to watch out for in this tournament. This bowling unit, as it is, SAIKRISHNA Associates, they are so dangerous, I think that's going over. Height was the only issue there. Leg by signal by the umpire. They do get a single, but it's not off the bat, not convincing that, but they will take it. The batting team, at the moment, they're reeling. They're staring down the barrel. S&R slightly going down leg, that will run away. Wide and 4. 5 extra runs. And the batting team would be happy with that. Batsmen are finding run scoring difficult, but if the bowlers decide to give freebies like that, they'll take it with both hands. Pitches it up, fuller in length. Looks to make the batsman drive, almost gets his man once again. As I said, both these batsmen are yet to get off the mark. Good delivery, that good comeback. Final delivery of the over coming up. Plays it quietly towards the onside using his wrist. Will they come back for the second? They don't risk it. Correct decision made in the end. Another fine over that by Shlok. 12 overs gone. And the batting team, they're 68 for 5 after the end of that one. So Vishal will be bowling out his final over. He's bowled so well as Vishal has picked up an important wicket as well. Starts off well once again, coming around the wicket to the right-handed batsman. And that is the awkward angle that he creates. Looking to keep it away from the radar of the batsman, and has been successful. This SAIKRISHNA Associates bowling unit, I think so far from what I've made out, they are the most dangerous bowling unit in this tournament. They've got all their bases covered. They've got spinners, a leggy, and an off spinner as well. They bowl at good speeds. They've got tremendous fast bowlers. And Vishal, the medium pacer, he got his own cutters as well. Bowls it really well, darts it in, and that is another one. Jitendra was all at sea against these bowlers, and he's lost his wicket. That was just fired in by Vishal. He picks up his second. And SNR lose another one. They lose their sixth. They're 69 for 6 now, and they're struggling big time. Can they get at least to that 3-figure mark? That is a question that remains. 4 wickets in hand. And after this, 7 more overs to go. Will be a big task, a daunting task, especially against this dangerous bowling unit. Keshav walks out. He walks out at number 8. These two have a massive job to take up from here on. Keshav Somani will be facing his first delivery. Won't be easy. Vishal Ahuja is on fire at the moment. He's breathing fire. Good delivery and a good shot. Good all-round cricket. That excellent fielding by the man at point. So Keshav straight away off the mark. Gets Ajinkya back on strike. This is the 13th over. What a spell this has been from Vishal in the middle. This is the kind of bowler you need. Keeps the run rate in check. Picks up important wickets. And doesn't bowl looseners. That's lobbed up in the air. Could be another one. Foul save. The batsman lucky there. And they come back for the second. Excellent running between the wickets. They even think about a third. Outrightly decide against it. That could have easily been another wicket if there was a mid-on in place. But not to be. Ajinkya getting away with that one. Was in no control of that shot. Wanted to flick it away towards the onside. Gets the top end, the toe end rather, of the bat. That's a slider. So a great spell that by Vishal. He's given away just 17 runs in his quota of 4 overs, and he's picked up 2 wickets. Excellent spell. And that is the end of the 13th as well. They're 71 for 6 after the first 13 overs with 7 more overs to go. So Shlok will continue. Was so impressive in his first over. This is his second. Again, the batsman pushing at it. Had no clue where that was going. Pulled it so quick and has all the variations up his sleeves. Gets a thickish inside edge. The ball travelling towards the backward square leg region. The fielder from the deep coming in quickly. Positioned at a deep mid wicket. And once again, there's a big gap between fine leg and the deep fielder. Might be a wide. Yes, it is a wide down the leg side, and they sneak a single as well. Have to be mindful of these extras. Now we've had a few runs go down the extras column. And SNR, they would be hoping that they can play out the 20 overs Great delivery. Brilliant delivery. That's just fired in. That is where this guy is so dangerous. You've got to make your calculations within milliseconds. There is no reaction time for you as a batsman. You've got to assess which way the ball is turning. Just fires it in, bowls it so quick, no air. Bowls it flat, bowls it quick, just like that, and that is another wicket. Zooms past him, coming in. Another wrong one, another slider, and another wicket. The 7th one down. Keshav this time has to go. He goes for 2. And Shlok Sethi looking dangerous. And S&R in danger of being bundled out here. So the number 9 walks out to the middle. Shlok will continue. Good stroke that. Creams it through extra cover. Long off has some work to do. He does well. Tremendous fielding, tremendous effort by the fielder coming in from long off. Puts in the dive, puts his body on the line, and saves 2 runs for his team. Good all-round cricket. That excellent shot to begin with. That was pitched up. Naveen is the new man. He opens his account with a brace. This is the 14th over in progression. The projected score, if they go at this rate, would be 111. Again, fuller in length. He's nicely getting to the pitch of the delivery. Works it straight to long off. Again, that man has a lot of work to do. He does well. Cleans it up nicely. So final delivery of the over. Ajinkya is the man on strike. This has been yet another good over from Shlok. Another over and another wicket that he's picked up. Again, that quicker wrong one. Hesitation. Could be a run out of the non-strikers and the bowler doesn't collect it cleanly. Could have been another wicket, and to make things even worse, I think he's injured himself. He's seen hobbling, but he should be okay. He's a tough nut. I'm sure it will be slightly sore tomorrow, but I think he wants to continue. He's hobbling. Yes, he's such a warrior. He just wants to continue. This is the final delivery of the 14th over. I'm sure next over he'll be feeling fine. Probably tomorrow it might be a bit sore. Shlok will continue. And almost picks up a wicket the very next delivery. Excellent over that. Another wicket coming in that over. 14th gone. And the batting team, they're 79 for 7 after the end of that one. So start of a fresh new over. The off spinner Nitin Bisht will continue, has picked up a wicket. Again, another quick spinner who's quick through the air. So as I said, SAIKRISHNA Associates have got all their bases covered in terms of the bowling resources they have. An extra bit of bounce. The batsman nicely getting on top of the bounce. And even the fielding has been so good. They have been so proactive in the field. Every now and then they've had a shy at the stumps. So the batsmen having a word with each other. Naveen out there batting on 3. He's the man on strike. Ajinkya at the non-strikers end. He's faced 10 deliveries. He's batting on 4. Score at the moment 80 for 7. And a realistic target for the batting team would be 120. Extra bit of bounce. Just took off. Takes it in. Bends his back. And surprises everyone, including the keeper. They sneak another bye. We've seen a lot of runs coming through extras, byes, wides. Might be another wide. Leg by signaled by the umpire. That just brushed his pads on the way. Naveen, the new man, he's played a few good shots. He's looked fairly comfortable out there. Whereas the top order batsmen have struggled. And Naveen coming in at number 9 has played some delightful strokes straight away. Final delivery of the over coming up. This has been another fine over, economical one, and keeps it that way with a dot. 15 gone. And the batting team S&R 82 for 7 after the end of that. So Shlok will continue. Nicely tossing it up, and the batsman going for it. Long off again, has a lot of work to do. Can't get there in time. So Shlok giving the ball the much needed air. Looking to do something different. And he's gone for runs. Bowling it slower through the air. Tossing it up nicely. Thought that he could lure the batsman to play a false stroke. But not to be. He's found the gap precisely, Ajinkya. Back to normal. And the batsman turns it away, using his wrist towards the onside. Good cricket that. Gets a boundary, now gets the non-striker back on strike. They definitely should get to the 3-figure mark. Well, until and unless something drastically goes wrong from here. That's a good stroke. Long on in action. Brilliant effort. What an effort that was. Jersey number 7 putting in the dive. He was going for the catch all along. And just when he realized that it was dipping on him, puts his body on the line and made sure that the ball was not traveling towards the boundary ropes. Good stuff, that excellent stuff. They've been so good in the field. They've been absolute live wires out there in the field. And now we've seen two facets of the game of Sai Krishna and associates. And they've been brilliant. And now it's down to the batting. We'll get to have a look at the batting lineup in this run chase. Another question asked by the umpire, might be sliding down leg. Another good over. Apart from that boundary he was taken for in the very first delivery of this over, he's been once again really good. Final delivery of the over coming up. Oh, what an effort! Again, full marks for effort from this team, Sai Krishna and associates. They're not even worrying about their bodies, their injuries. They're putting their bodies on the line for their team, and that is what this tournament means for them. They're giving it their all. They're putting in their best efforts. As Luke, we saw in the previous over that he bowled, he was injured, was hit on the knee, and came back, bowled another tremendous over. The off spinner will continue. This might be his final over. Yes, it is his fourth. A good effort, good throw. Was close, but I think the batsmen have made it back to the crease. Nitin, another bowler who's kept things simple. Just fires it in, has picked up a wicket, has been economical as well. He'll be looking to close it off well. Think so, won't get easier because this is the 17th over. After this, just 3 more overs to go, and the faster bowlers will return. It won't be easy to score runs against them. Meanwhile, another good delivery bowled by Nitin. Swing and a miss, extra bit of bounce there, foxing the batsman. Once again, inviting the batsman to go through covers and playing the cross-batted shots. Won't be easy against him. Sensibly shows the full face of the bat, opens it towards the backward point region, gets a single, and gets Ajinkya back on strike. Nitin bowling to Ajinkya. Down the leg. Wide signal. They have been guilty of doing this. It happens every now and then. You get to see a wide. But in a low-scoring encounter, these could come back to haunt you. These extras given away. Meanwhile, another quick delivery. Another defensive stroke. We've seen a lot of dot deliveries in this particular innings. Final delivery, meanwhile, of the 17th. Tosses it up nicely, gets a hand on it. It's good reaction, excellent reaction. Keeps it down to just 1 because that ball was travelling. He will keep strike, the batsman. That's the end of the 17th. The batting team S&R, they are 93 for 7 after the end of that one. So just 3 overs to go. Jersey number 11. Shlok will be bowling his final over. Again, sensible cricket this. The batsman turning it away towards the onside, towards the mid-on region, gets another single. They're slowly inching towards that 100-run mark. And once they get there, they would be looking to accelerate, probably get 20 more runs from there on. Shlok will continue. Meanwhile, he's been so impressive. Once again, bowls it quick, bowls it wide of the batsman. Are they celebrating? Yes, it is a wicket. I think he's cleaned him up. That is another wicket for Shlok. He's picked up his third. And S&R have lost their 8. Didn't seem from here that actually went on to hit the off stump, but it has. Now, once again, I'd like to state that we're sitting at a very awkward angle. We are at the ground level, but this is a very awkward angle. This is not a straighter angle. So the 8th wicket has fallen. And they are on top, the bowling team, SAIKRISHNA Associates. The run rate still below 6. Never in this innings has it gone above 6. And that's been the hallmark of this bowling team. They've been so good. They've kept things so tight. Shlok bowling his final over of this wonderful spell. He's bowled 4 overs at a stretch. So the number 10 batsman walks out to the middle. He's got a job to do. He's got to stick it out with Ajinkya, who's batting on 13. Vinay goes big. What a shot! First up, he's hit a monstrous hit over long on. He's built like a tank, and he just walks out to the middle. He's like, what's the fuss all about? Imagine a bowler bowling so well, and the number 10 walks out and hits him out of the park straight away. That is a massive hit. What a way to announce yourself on the crease, and what a way to bring up your team's 100 as well. Goes again, this time all along the ground, shorter in length. That immediately forces Shlok to shorten his length. Gets a single. So one more run added to the total. Ajinkya back on strike. Might be hit that by Vinay. Tosses it up nicely, chips it in the air, could be a wicket. Would you believe it? He's dropped it. That's the first fielding lapse we've seen from the team in red. He's using his guile there, Shlok, inviting the batsman to play a false stroke. He was beaten all ends up there. He didn't anticipate Shlok to bowl it slow through the air, just ends up chipping it straight to that fielder standing at short extra cover, and he spills it. Easy catch. Is that another wicket? I think it is. It is another wicket. A flipper this time. And Shlok picks up another one. What a way to end your spell. Brilliant spell this has been. He's picked up 4 wickets, given away 30 runs. And a wonderful spell by the leggy comes to an end. 18th gone. Vikramaditya, after that monstrous hit, has to go back. He goes for 7. And S&R, they're 102.9, and things not looking good for them. Just 2 more overs to go. So we'll get started with the penultimate over of the innings, and this would be interesting to see because Sanidhya, he's been such a treat to watch, and it's surprising that he won't be able to finish his spell. This would be his third over. He's got another another over left in his quota, and it's really surprising that Sai Krishna and associates have not opted for that option. So Sanidhya bowling the penultimate over. Mittu is the new batsman who walks out. He'll be facing Sai Krishna. Would be a daunting task. Generates good pace, and the bowler was more concerned about getting to the ball, making sure that they don't sneak a single. I think he got some bat on it. That was a fiery Yorker. Bowls it full, bowls it straight, just fires it in. Nothing the batsman could have really done. Especially a number 11 who's just walked out facing his first delivery. Cracker of a delivery, that first up. Once again, this time gets some bat on it. Works it away towards long on. He's off the mark. Mittu with that single. He's been mighty impressive, Sanidhya. He runs in quick. He's tall. He's fast. He's got a whippy action. He gets good amount of bounce as well off the deck. And that extra pace he generates troubles the best of the best. Just like that, he's cleaned him up. That's a wrap. Ajinkya was caught pushing at it and he was beaten for pace. Coming in slightly, and the pace does the rest. SNR won't be happy with this effort, but that's what they've got to show for their efforts. They've got to fight it out, and now it's up to their bowlers to try and defend 105 runs because they have been wrapped up for 104. Sai Krishna and associates, they've kept things tight. They've bowled really well. They've been a very good fielding unit. And to win this one, they require to chase down 105 in the stipulated 20 overs. We'll join you as soon as the players walk out for this run chase.
जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी। हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द दर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का
are back on the field. We'll get started with this run chase. Not the biggest of totals. This is a modest total as far as the batting team is concerned. SAIKRISHNA and Associates, they are a very strong unit. This bunch of 11 players. And Nitin is out there. He'll be facing the first delivery. Samrit is at the non-strikers end. So these two are the openers for SAIKRISHNA Associates. Not the biggest of totals. Just 105 is the target in 120 deliveries. Here we go. First delivery. Bowler running in and slightly away from the tram line. A loosener to start off with. It happens, but you can't afford to bowl too many wides and no balls, especially when you're trying to defend 105. So here we go, the bowler. Vinaditya tosses it up nicely. Vinaditya came out and he played a cameo, hit a monstrous 6 of the very first delivery he faced, contributed 7 runs, and he's opening the bowling for his team. He's a big unit, Vinaditya, and he finds the gap there, the batsman, short and wide, and he leans into it and puts it away. He had to reach out for it. That's the first boundary of this innings. They've got to a good start. And Nitin sensing that there was an opportunity there to free his hands, and that's exactly what he does. Jersey number 7. That's a cracking shot to get off the mark. Good effort by the fielder standing at long off, I believe. This time lets it go away from the tramline once again. The second wide in this over. So not a good start this for the bowling team. They would have expected their bowlers to pick up early wickets and rock SAIKRISHNA and Associates pretty early. Hasn't happened so far. So the required runs already into double digits now. A thick shin side edge. That was an awkward shot that the batsman attempted. The ball goes towards a fine leg. Gets another single, and Nitin moves to the non-strikers and gets Samrit on strike, courtesy that single. It's already a very good start for SAIKRISHNA and Associates. And clearly in this game, they've been the dominant team. Everything going right for them. Starting from the toss itself. They won the toss, elected to bowl first. That's a huge shout. A question asked by the bowling unit, not outside the umpire. I think it was more of the sound hitting, the bat hitting the ground actually. That was the sound. There was a big noise. And the ball nowhere close to the bat. Thickish outside edge and a streaky boundary there for the batsman. Not where he intended to hit it, but he will get a boundary nevertheless, playing away from his body. A hint of movement, and that's gone for a 4. At the last moment, the bat turning in his hands. Samrit off the mark with a boundary. Final delivery of the over coming up. Waits for it off the back foot, turns it away towards the onside, but straight to the fielder. That's the end of the over. A good over that for SAIKRISHNA and Associates. 11 for no loss after the first. So both the batsmen off the mark with a boundary apiece. 11 runs coming off the very first over. So this is already a very good start for SAIKRISHNA and Associates. And really, the only thing that can bring back SNR into this game are wickets. And a flurry of wickets as well. That won't help. That's a gift. A full toss going down leg. And he just works it away towards the gap. Just using the pace of the bowler. Another stylish stroke. We'll have a look at the replays provided to us by JBMR Sports. All these high quality resolution pictures are provided to us by our official broadcasters, JBMR. So Samrid moves to 8. 2 boundaries for him already. The score moves to 15. Shorter in length, and he punishes that through the offside this time. First one through the onside. This time he knew there was enough width, and he latches onto it. 4 more runs. What a good start to a fresh new over. Score has moved to 19. Back-to-back boundaries. 2 on the trot. And Nitin is off to a flyer. Nitin is into double digits. So the bowler under a lot of pressure now. He's running in again. He was looking for a hat-trick of boundaries there. Looks for the big slog towards the onside. Doesn't connect. Good comeback that by the bowler. So Nitin looks to be in the mood. He wants to finish things off quickly. That is the idea. But at the same point of time, you have to be mindful of the fact that if you lose a wicket here, then maybe, just maybe, that will put a little bit of pressure in the lower order. And to give a chance to the opposition to come back into this game. And talking about this game, the men in yellow will be hoping that their bowlers can deliver the goods, but not happening there, not happening. Was bowled a fuller, bowled straight up, but what a shot that was from Nitin. Presents a straight face of the bat, hits it straight down the ground. Another boundary for him, the third one in this over. Tremendous start this. They've started on a very positive note. Excellent stuff. And they're not holding back, these two. They're playing their shots. They know they're just trying to chase down 105. Again through the offside. Straight to the fielder. No placement there. Finds the fielder on that occasion. He would be upset with himself because it was there to be hit. But what an over that. 23 for no loss after the first 2. So Vinaditya comes back, bringing in his second over. Will be a wide, and they sneak a single as well going down leg side. They really have to be mindful of these extras. Already runs on the board, 25 runs already on the board. We're just starting up with the third over. So this is already a very good start for the batting team. SAIKRISHNA and associates are off to a flyer. They require wickets. The men in yellow desperately require wickets. And that's another cracking shot. I think it has gone all the way. Yes, it has. That's the first maximum of this innings. What a hit. And once again, it's Nitin. Bangs it in short of Vinaditya. And he was quickly onto the back foot. Just swivels around and puts it away in grand fashion. He really looks to be in a hurry, does Nitin. Moves into the 20s in quick time. And look at that run rate. Well in excess of 10. And at the same point of time, I was talking about the men in yellow, S&R. Throughout the previous innings, their run rate was below 6, and they maintained that run rate. And here we're looking at a run rate in excess of 10. Those lines won't really help the bowlers. The men in yellow, S&R, already look dejected out there in the field. The shoulders are dropping. That's nicely worked away, using his wrist really well. The fielder does well to get to it. Probably 20 centimeters to his left, and that would have run away towards the boundary ropes. Another good stroke, but again finding the fielder at short cover. It's a stylish batsman is Nitin. His footwork is immaculate. Reaches to the pitch of the delivery and creates good angles for himself as a batsman. Gets into good position just like that. Once again shot, puts it away. It was a short arm jab. He realized it wasn't short enough to go for the pull or the hook. It was just short, and that's a punch, a short arm jab punch into the gap. Another boundary. He's looking good. He's looked $1 million out there. Was good with the ball, and now he's come out to open. What a start he's provided to his team. He's moving along quickly. Kent's nicely getting behind the line of the ball. Just a punch towards the offside, straight to the fielder. And he's been sensible as well. It's been so good to watch. The scoreboard already 36 for no loss. Fabulous start this for SAIKRISHNA and Associates. And S&R feeling the pressure. Oh, that's a false stroke. That's the first one. The first false stroke from the batsman. Thickish outside edge. And he's got a boundary for it. So even luck going SAIKRISHNA and Associates' way. Another boundary to end the over. Another expensive one. That's the end of the third. They're 40 for no loss after the end of the third over. Still 3 more overs of the power plays to be bowled. I talk about the equation. Just 65 required of the next 102 deliveries.
ठीक है कर तू अपना काम कर ला 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 ला
So first change in bowling, Taranjeet comes into the attack. Taranjeet batted really well. He remains the top scorer for his team. Now he's got a task to do with the ball. Comes into the attack and almost produces a wicket straight away. That's a good delivery to start off. They need a wicket. They desperately need a wicket. S&R. Samrid is the man on strike, batting on 4. Hasn't had much strike. It's been all Nitin so far, but he's got a hit to the fence. Got off the mark with a boundary. Samrid again turns it away towards the onside, using his wrist nicely, but finding the fielder at mid-wicket. .65 more required if SAIKRISHNA to win this one. Looks to cut it away. There was a hint of width.
बाउंड्री आएगी मैं बुला दूंगा बाउंड्री आएगी बुला दूंगा
So Taranjeet to continue. He started off well, Taranjeet. The lines have been good. Run scoring hasn't been easy against him. Samrit this time gets it around towards the square leg region. Again, not quite of the meat of the bat. Gets a thickish inside edge. Gets another single. That brings Nitin back on strike. Nitin will be facing the final delivery of the over. This has been a neat over so far. Just one run coming off it. 31 of 15 for Nitin. Goes big again. He's not holding back, but it could be taken. That could be the first wicket. He's dropped it. He has dropped it. It was not easy to begin with. It was a very difficult chance. And he was all rounded, the fielder. Couldn't get in a good position. That was wobbling in the air, that ball. And it was always going to be difficult, but a chance nevertheless. And it was also the dangerous Nitin. He gets away with one. He gets a life. What an interesting over that one was. A mixed bag, really. Taranjeet was hoping for a wicket. He did his best, but the fielder not complying. Hard luck for the team. That's the end of the fourth. An eventful over that. 42 for no loss. SAIKRISHNA and Associates after the end of the fourth. So Taranjeet tossing it up nicely. Nitin going for his shot. And mid-off. Couldn't position himself. The ball was wobbling around, making things even more difficult for the fielder. You know, these high catches on this particular ground are never easy. It's never easy as a fielder to judge them. Also, it's not the biggest of grounds. And, you know, in the first innings, it was a different scenario. But this is the second innings. And we've talked about the pitch getting slower as the day progresses. And what a shot that is. Won't get any slower if you bowl full tosses. That's again a gift to Nitin. He's in some murderous mood as Nitin moves to 38. Just gets low. Swings it away towards the backward square leg region. Almost sweeping the faster bowler. Ajinkya into the attack. The captain hoping that he would be picking up the first wicket of this innings. But he's been dispatched for a maximum. The very first delivery he's come into bowl. Nitin moves to 38 in quick time. And look at that strike rate again. Could be another one. But long on gets underneath that one and he takes an easy catch. Finally they get their man. One shot too many. Nitin again going for that aerial shot. And long on coming in swiftly. Makes that look relatively easy. I'll tell you, it was a very difficult chance. Is that Taranjeet? Not too sure. Maybe it is. But that is a wicket that has fallen, and that's danger man as well. Nitin goes for a well-compiled 38. What a knock, what a start he's provided for his team. And they're 48 for 1 now. So the new man is out there, Shlok. He was sensational with the ball in his hands. Shlok picked up a 4 for 4 really important wickets in that innings in the middle. Bowling his leg spinners. Really reminding everyone of the great T20 bowler, the great white ball cricketer Rashid Khan. And now he's come out to bat at 1 down. Just a push towards the offside. Remember, we are still within the power play overs. So after that 6, this has been a great comeback by Ajinkya, who batted really well. Stuck it out there. He tried for his team. He wanted to stay till the very end, but he ran out of partners, unfortunately. Again, plays it all along the ground. Straight to the fielder. Once again, couldn't find the gap. So final delivery. Can he close it off well? That is a question, Ajinkya. Slok, the new man, is yet to get off the mark. That's a good shot. That's a good shot, but brilliant fielding as well. Slight hesitation, but they make it pretty comfortably in the end. A collision between the batsman and the keeper. So a successful over that comes to an end. 5 overs gone, and SAIKRISHNA Associates, they're 49 for 1 after the end of that one. So Taranjit will continue. This would be the final over of the power play. Slok is the man on strike. Just got off the mark of the final ball of the previous over. Slok will be facing Taranjit. Taranjit has bowled well. There's a defensive stroke. Slok, unlike Nitin, looks to be in no hurry. He's composed, he's calm. A good batsman, Slok. A very good cricketer to have in your team. He's truly an MVP for his team. Such a vital cog. Comes into the middle. Brings in a lot of calmness. Coming in at number 1. Or 1 down rather. Coming in at number 3. And in the middle overs, bowled some brilliant spells for his team. And more importantly, apart from being economical, picks up wickets and crucial wickets as well. Takes it on the full, drills it towards long on Samrit. Gets Slok back on strike, courtesy that single. Played and missed, drawing the batsman forward. Beaten all ends up in the end. Good delivery. Tantalizing the batsmen. Asking them to advance to the front foot. And this time the batsman stays on the back foot. Turns it away towards the onside, straight to mid-wicket. Another dot. So final delivery of the power plays. Taranjit bringing it in. Might be a wide. Yes, it is going down the leg side. The umpire signals it as a wide. Meanwhile, 50 up for SAIKRISHNA and Associates. They're still going along nicely. The required run rate is not an issue for them. Almost plays it straight back to the bowler. Just dropping short of Taranjit. So that is the end of the 6th. That is the end of the power plays as well. So 6 overs gone. SAIKRISHNA and Associates, they're 52 for 1 after the end of the 6th. They require 53 of the next 14 overs. Looks fairly comfortable. And they also got 9 wickets in hand. Ajinkya, who provided that massive breakthrough first up, will be bowling his second and dishes out another full toss, I beg your pardon, first up. Samrit works it away towards backward square leg. Just a single on that occasion. Shlok is back on strike. And Shlok plays it all along the ground. There is sweeper cover. Only a single. He's been really sensible and watchful, Shlok, ever since he's come out to bat. He knows there's a lot of time for them to get these runs. It's just, I believe, 52 from here on. 51 rather. Again playing it all along the ground. Straight towards sweeper cover once again. It's got more work to do. So now looking at the equation, just 50 required. They're doing it sensibly. They're doing it in singles. And that will do. That's a cracking stroke, but equally brilliant fielding. Puts in the dive, puts his body on the line. Takes the tumble for his team. There's enough time for the batsman to sneak a single meanwhile. Samrid was looking to play the big heave towards the cow corner. And that was angled into the right-hander. Some movement of the deck for Ajinkya Gunjan. He's kept things tidy. He's bowled well. He's got remarkable control. All along the ground once again. Straight to long off. He should keep it down to just a single. And he will keep strike the batsman. That's the end of the 7th. Another tidy over comes to an end. They're 57 for 1 after the end of that one. So Taranjeet should continue. He will continue. Plays it straight back to the bowler. Shlok facing Taranjeet, and how nicely has he used the pace of the bowler, just guiding him away towards the backward point region. Gets a couple of runs. Good shot. Excellent placement as well. So Shlok moves to 6. Taranjeet will continue. Turns it away towards the onside. It's running away towards the fine leg boundary. The fielder does well. Exceptional work. They might come back for the second. They think about it, decide against it, and rightly so in the end. Samrid moves into double figures with that single 10 of 15. Looks to guide it away towards the offside. Ball keeping just a bit low, and that's exactly what we were talking about. As the day progresses, this particular pitch will get lower and slower, so playing the horizontal bat shots won't be easy on this track. You're better off once the ball gets softer and loses its shine, you're better off playing in the V. So that's the end of the 8th. Another good over for the batting team. SAIKRISHNA Associates, they're 62 for 1 after the end of that. The required run rate has dropped below 4. It's almost 3.5 now. 43 required of the next 72 deliveries.
साउंड कहाँ
म्यूजियम में
फैशन भेज दो
हैं?
फैशन भेज दो
अच्छा फ्री में थोड़ी।
क्या मांगोगे लेब लेते
हैं?
लेब लेते
उन्होंने मंगवाई ही है।
अच्छा क्लियर में साउंड कोई भी ऐसे जैसे मैजिक थोड़ा उसको
डिमास्टर करना था। So change in bowling. Rohit comes into the attack. Rohit will be bowling his first over, and the team would be really hoping that they can sneak at least a couple of wickets here. A flurry of wickets might put SAIKRISHNA and Associates on the back foot. At the moment, it looks fairly comfortable. Almost a chance there. Was hit very hard. That was travelling. That ball was travelling. He was brave enough to at least get a hand onto it, because the reaction time was minimal there. That went to him like a rocket. Travelled fast. That was hit really hard. Goes big again. Again, not off the meat of the bat. Swung it hard there, Shlok. Pretty unlike him, that particular shot. Losing his shape. Goes inside out, and what a shot that is. Classical elegance. It's always a difficult shot to play going inside out. That's exactly what he does. He knew there was a big gap there. All he had to do was clear the 30-yard circle, and does it with relative ease. Easy pickings. And I think it was a no ball as well, so it's a free hit delivery. So the batsman has got the license. He can go for it once again. They can't change the field. The field has to remain the same. It's a free hit delivery. Here we go. He goes. He swings it towards the onside this time around. And a good comeback that by the bowler. Swing and a miss. Again, that one keeping just a bit low. That's exactly what I meant. Playing the horizontal shots against the softer and the older ball won't be easy on this deck. Stays slightly lower. Comes slower as well. Plays it straight back to the bowler this time around. Another dot delivery. The score at the moment is 69 for 1. Samrit batting on 16. He's faced 21 deliveries. He's well set now. 36 required of the next 68 deliveries. Fairly comfortable equation. The run rate almost dropping down to 3. Looks to play away from his body, but that was A bit too wide for the bowler's liking. Away from the tramline, wide signal by the umpire. We'll have to re-bowl that one. This has been a good partnership. Nitin provided a very good start to his team, but after his departure, they needed another partnership. This time down the leg side. Back-to-back wides. Another couple of deliveries to go in this over. Again, foxing the batsman. Good change of pace by Rohit, forcing him to play it straight back to him. Total every final delivery of the over coming up. 9 runs have come off this over so far. Slightly more expensive than he would have liked. Goes for the big booming drive. The umpire raises his finger. That's a wicket. That's exactly what they required. This partnership, both of them were taking the game away from them. And Samrid, the other opener, has to depart. So some hope in it for S&R.
स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट
Maybe another
जब स्किन
wicket
स्पेशलिस्ट
here.
घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट
And, they'll
साफी
be
के
back in the
28
game.
हब्स का
That's the
यूनिक
end of the
फॉर्मूला
night.
खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट साफी के 28 हब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट।
So Gagan is the new man who walks out to the middle, coming in at number 4. So maybe another wicket here, and S&R would believe that they are back in it. As he gets on top of the bounce, stands tall. Arey, pila. So Taranjeet into the attack. Taranjeet bowling his final over has been economical but hasn't picked up a wicket. Almost a chance there. He's lucky, the batsman, that he didn't time it well. Otherwise was travelling straight down the throat of long on. We're almost through to the half stage of the game. Didn't bounce as much as he expected it to. Goes for the pull. Just a single once again. At the moment, the equation is still fairly comfortable. SAIKRISHNA and associates going along nicely. Again, carves it away towards the offside. Not in total control. Sweeper cover has some job to do. Cuts it off. Keeps it to just 1. 31 required. Taranjeet really is bowled 21 deliveries and he's given away just 14 runs. That's mighty impressive. Delicate
Just opening the face of the bat, using the pace of the bowler. Turns it away towards short third man, another single. And with that single, he gets the new man Gagan to face the final delivery of the over. They've done it in singles, all singles in this particular over. Just a push towards the offside. And at the halfway mark, SAIKRISHNA and Associates, they're going along nicely. They're 77 for 2. And I think it should be time for a drinks break.
जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ
It's a mandatory change of ends. The bowler will be coming in from the other end now. That's a norm. So just 28 required now. And the batsman advances down the track. No chance for long off. He tries, but that ball was travelling really quick. Now just 24 required. They're 4 big hits away from a victory. And what a landslide victory this would be. They've still got 8 wickets in hand. And this is just the 11th over. They were bundled out for just 104 for SNR. Through extra cover. Another boundary. So back-to-back fours. Now Gagan. I guess it's Gagan. Yes. Gagan is a man on strike. He's got to move on. Quickly moves into double figures. 11 of just 5. He's in a hurry. He wants to finish things off fairly quick. Just 20 required. They've got a lot of deliveries to spare. So Gagan has not really has had a sighter. He's played his shots. He's looked positive. Again, wanted to work it away towards the offside. Swing and a miss. Was caught pushing at this one. Not the easiest of strokes to play on this particular turf. But all in all, what a dominant performance this has been by the men in red. Again, gets rid of his front foot, moves it across, looks to play it down the ground, but it was fuller this time. Much fuller. Almost a Yorker length delivery. Ajinkya bowling his third. He's picked up a wicket. He gave the first breakthrough for his team again, using his feet nicely. Was hit really hard. Taranjeet gets to it. And a slight fumble from him allows the batsman to sneak a single. And with that single, Shlok will be on strike to face the final delivery of the over. Shlok facing Ajinkya. Using the pace of the bowler this time around. Just works it away towards backward square leg. What a good shot that is. It was travelling down the leg side and all he had to do was help it along. It's exactly what he does. Look. What an over. What a flourish that was. 11th gone. And they are 90 for 2 SAIKRISHNA and Associates. They require just 50. SNR would be really dejected with their performance today. It's really a day they'd like to forget. Hasn't been their day so far. Another change in bowling. Meanwhile, Keshav Somani is into the attack. The medium pace up. And the batsman just drills it away towards long on. Gets another single. Gagan has looked to be positive from the onset. Moves to 13 with that single. Shlok back on strike, batting on 15. He's been so composed. And he walks it away using the pace of the bowler once again. Same region, same result. Another boundary. Now Shlok picking up the pace. And that's the hallmark of a great batsman. When he came in to bat, he knew that there was no need to hurry. It took his while. Got settled. Assessed what the pitch was doing. Assessed what the bowlers were trying to do. What their plans were. And now, since he's got his eyes set, he's picking up the pace. And they're running along nicely here. SAIKRISHNA and Associates, another heave towards the onside. Quick single now. It's into single digits. Just 9 required. Shlok moves to 20 of 20. Gagan now will be facing Keshav. Again, he's got that very interesting trigger movement. Almost walks down the track. Using his wrist once again nicely. Turns it away towards long on another single. Shlok back on strike. They're approaching the 3-figure mark. Oh, that's in the air. That could be taken. Fall safe. That just sums up the day SNR are having. That was ballooned up in the air, and to make things worse, they come back for the second. It's going from bad to worse for the fielding team. 99 for 2. Shlok moves to 22. Final delivery of the over coming up. They are now one big hit away from winning this one, from wrapping this game. Final delivery of the 12th. Keshav running in. Shlok batting on 22, swings it hard towards the onside, should get a single, will get a single, will keep strike. 100 up for the team as well with that single. 12 gone, they're going along nicely, they're 100 for 2.
Out.
So the new man is out there. He swings it hard, plays it towards long on, gets a single. Amod is the new man who walks out. Kagan is back on strike, courtesy that single. Just 4 runs away from a massive victory. SAIKRISHNA and Associates. This has been such a morale boosting victory. Well, they are marching towards victory. This would be a morale boosting victory for SAIKRISHNA and Associates. As I said, they've covered all their bases. The batting has been good. The bowling has been exceptional. So has been the fielding. Goes big again. It's gone in the air. That's gone high. That's miles high in the air. The fielder couldn't judge it. Again, it was wobbling in the air. He couldn't make up his mind. And in the end, the batsmen get away with it. Oh, that was hit hard. That was hit hard. And no reaction time whatsoever. The fielder. Meanwhile, they sneak another single. Just a couple of runs away from victory here. SAIKRISHNA and Associates. And scores are level with that wide. The scores are level. 1 run away from victory. SAIKRISHNA and Associates. And what a victory this would be. They'd be really happy with the team's overall performance. Naveen
coming in. 2 more deliveries to go in this 13th over. I'm sure Gagan will be looking to finish things off in style, but he won't get an opportunity because that is another wide. That is a victory for SAIKRISHNA and Associates. And what a big win this is. Big margin. They won this one with 8 wickets in hand. And they march ahead in this tournament. Impressive. Really impressive by SAIKRISHNA and Associates. And the men in yellow would be really dejected with their performance. A day they would really like to forget. But it's a long tournament, as we keep saying.
करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट